So being persistent is 100% how I managed to get the results that I've got. There's no doubt about that. And being religious on follow up, not letting anything, go by the wayside, make sure that I was organized, which is the key to follow up. Everything was tracked, I knew who I was speaking to all the time, still do. And, just being religious at just following up. Most of you might have experienced that on the onboarding process to get you into the program. A lot of questions to be asked, sometimes not replying, and therefore, we continue to follow up and just make sure that, everything is just, I never go with the attitude that someone's ignoring me because they're not interested. I always just think that they're too busy. And I think that's the best attitude to have. When you've got that attitude that, okay, fair enough, they haven't got back to me because they were busy, not because they weren't interested. So, hey, just bumping this back to the top of your feed, or another phone call, or hey, is this still available? Have you still got your flat for rent? Just dropping conversations in all the time just to try and initiate conversations. Sometimes I might just be like, hey, how's your week going? Hey, how's the property, journey going? Or, have you bought any more properties that may want renting this week? Or, anything like that is just, it's all about just engaging again. I'm not being too spammy, just being like, hey, you're going to give me the deal. You're going to give me the deal. Is it now you're going to give me the deal? Are you going to give me the money? You're going to give me the money. That's not how it works. It's just about opening conversations and keeping them in conversation. And by doing that and being persistent with every single lead, never ever quitting on it, you'll get the results that you need, because no one, I think statistically, something like 21% actually make more than the second follow-up attempt. So, 80% of people don't bother past the second follow-up attempt, but something like most people, 80% of buyers will engage on their fifth contact with the business. So they will decide on their between 5 and 8 contacts is when the core engagement will be, when they will more than likely, sign a contract, or, decide to let the property to you, or maybe even agree your offer that you've put in, by just being, so you've got to get to those 5 to 8 touch points as quick as you possibly can. And remember, 80% of people, or 79% of people, are stopping after contact number 2. So if you're the one that's going the whole hog and getting to those 5 to 8 contact attempts, no matter what they're doing in terms of the responses, you're more than likely going to get the business. So be religious, be persistent, never, ever, ever quit. Because that, if you stop, you quit. That's the only time you fail. If you don't quit, you won't fail.